In a world constructed from books and thoughts restricted only by our collective imaginations, a group of friends gather together to warp reality, living out our wildest dreams, putting on weird voices and pretending to be fantastical creatures like elves and wizards, all within the confines of a single room.
That's right, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons, and this is +3 to friendship. I'm your Dungeon Master, Leo.
I'm Josh, and my character's name is Sid Veranda.
I'm Andreas, and I am Vildar.
I'm Buster, and I'm playing Cecil Swordsway.
Join us as we unravel the mysteries of Sugar and Shadows.
Enjoy the show!
All right, and welcome back to Sugar and Shadows. With me here, I'm your DM. With me here is Josh, Andreas, and Buster, as usual, playing another beautiful game of Dungeons & Dragons from the confines of a single room. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Feeling good. Yeah. Wait, let me just get that dick out of my mouth.
Oh, easy!
So where we left off, you guys had a failed attempt at kind of cornering Rahara Bahar.
It's kind of harsh.
I wouldn't say it was failed.
Yeah, it was stacked against you from the start. Let's be honest here.
I'm really glad that those other two bozos went there, because that would have been way shorter. Yeah.
Whoever the other two people were, or was he calling the werewolves? Maybe. Yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, I just lost track of NPC names. She was calling the werewolves,
Okay.
but they weren't there to hear it.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I thought it meant there was more, and I was like, no.
could have been. I went with letting you ponder that for a few minutes.
Yeah,
Not
I
too
really
long.
did. Yeah.
So you guys found yourselves in that clearing. You guys evaded the werewolves and got out of Rahara Bahar's area, and you find yourselves in the silence of the forest. Apparently, this mission didn't go quite as planned, but you did manage to get like a little bit of something out of there.
We got our diary.
We might have burnt her fucking hideout down, too, so you never know.
I burnt the jungle down.
Oh. Shit.
So, where did that fire we left in town started burning down the building?
I definitely got like a stitch in my side. I'm like tired.
You're tired? Aren't you on me? Were you just running alongside?
I'm not feeling too hot.
Oh, yeah.
I got a cramp.
I hand you a clipboard. Hand you a Gatorade.
Keep working out. Bronto. That's what plants crave.
Is it like nighttime? Is it night?
It's not quite night now, but it's getting close to dusk.
Do you guys think we should head home? Or camp out in the jungle into the night?
Which direction did we go?
Roll me a D6.
5.
So, counting for the hexes from the top,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
that's the direction.
We went the wrong way.
Kind of like towards the river.
Better than you rolling a 4 and ending up back in the Chesapeake.
How many hexes did we get?
How long do you want to travel into the night?
We ran for an hour.
Definitely not much more than like a partial hex. They're like,
So we're in the adjacent hex to the hideout.
yeah, basically.
Here. Guys, that was brutal. Way to go, everyone. Beldar, liked your water, but you know we gotta work on you doing some pulling your weight a little more. We're gonna be doxing that pay.
Beldar shoots some of the strong water.
Oh, I got a cramp. Oh, gotta work this one out, guys.
Here, let me work it out, and I just stomp you with my hoof.
Imagine you only partially transfer just your arm instead of
Yeah, that's not too
horse on top, man on the bottom, all 4 limbs.
I mean, even when I'm not a horse, I'm a horse at the bottom.
You're just a force. That's it. It hurts when you use the hoof.
I think we could have taken him.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm the All Beast!
Oh god, damn it! Fuck, we fucked up, Eldar.
I feel fine. Do you guys want to head home, or do you guys want to head
I
towards...
thought we were going towards Newport.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
to fucking Newport.
But it's like duskish.
It's getting on to
Darnish,
dusk.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, wait, was this overnight?
it was nighttime when we were stealing shit.
Yeah, and don't
Okay.
werewolves need the moon.
No, they don't apparently. But it is. It probably was night. It's been a while since I was recording. So, yeah. Let's say that it's like the sun's gonna come up soon.
Do we want to pull out the scrapbook and take a gander at it?
I feel like if we can still ride the horse, maybe we should. I don't know.
We can read the scrapbook.
I got a cramp. I can't read.
The muzzle Cecil.
It hurts.
Okay. I think I'm gonna just like start heading towards Newport.
Okay. Beldar, are you looking at the scrapbook?
Yeah, but I
Wait
can't
for
read.
me, everyone.
You can't read.
Read to me! If I'm gonna carry you guys to Newport on my back, you better be reading to me.
I'm just whining.
I'll read out loud to
Okay.
I just tie
Cecil.
just tie the broom to my tail and Sid's back there. Yes, whatever your fucking Cecil's back there just whining.
Yeah.
You tie rope to it and let him stay even farther back so we can't
So we
tear it.
can't
Please help.
tie a really bad knot.
Yeah,
I'm so tired. Can we take a nap?
you can sleep on the log.
Oh, wait, we have a log. Why didn't you fly up to the ledge?
So you guys are making your way towards Newport, or okay,
Yeah.
towards
I
Newport.
feel like we should head to the road.
It will be faster and easier to navigate by road. Going through the jungle is quite slow.
Hey,
so-
it's like way over here.
Yeah, outside of the road.
Let's take the road because we're really close. We're a hex away. We go this way, right?
Yeah, it's really not all that far to get to the road. You can definitely get there
Like the wind.
before lunchtime.
I didn't realize Helix was here. I thought Helix was here.
No, Helix is down there.
We can go home.
Well, we can swing through home on our way to Newport.
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay. So, going through the scrapbook, you're following through it, and one of the first things that, like the first front of it, several pages are all really old scraps of manuscripts, and piecing them together, they kind of all are in an order, and it says, from the shadows that ebb and flow over his kingdom, Malar, the master of the hunt, stalks his prey. Those who behold the master perfecting his craft shall be blessed by the light of his kingdom. That's the first passage that you see. The next one. When his kingdom is full, the glory of Malar is reflected into those worthy enough to possess his spirit. When the all beast returns to the kingdom of Malar, the age of light shall be sundered, and the beast blessed children will lay bloodied and broken upon the earth. That's the second
I'm
passage.
skipping over this.
Thumbing through.
And the
I think the horse can't understand.
third passage. The master of the hunt will take no more prey, and his hounds will fall to pestilence. Malar's kingdom will crumble to darkness. The gate shall open. The lost city returned. This will be the undoing of all.
You're basically the bringer of the apocalypse.
I'm Damien.
A little worse than that. You're the anti-Malar.
So Malar.
The rest of what's in this scrapbook, it starts out like really sort of
Heavy-handed.
not really. There's these like documents about these two individuals and their kids, and it's basically a scrapbook of Sid's life growing up. There's pictures of him with his family, as him as a young child, with his brother, and then there's like
How's that?
yeah.
Like chubby little elf.
Look,
Yeah.
he's touching himself.
And there's
Look,
like
right
detailed
there.
documents of like your military records are all in there, and those are all like typed out nicely, and like so it's like just a collection of
So this is my diary.
yeah, it's basically a bizarre folder on your
Like a
life.
stalker.
Yeah, yeah, all the way up to you inheriting the Swordsway Manor with your cousin.
And if I remember correctly, you said it just looks kind of like a normal book. A little thin.
I'm just doodling in the gardens.
And all the empty pages in the back. Does this mean it comes true?
That's what happened with that file.
I'm going to draw a picture of him shape-shifting into dick sucking himself.
There's also a lot of
This horse is changing shape.
Just vibrating.
there's also a lot of documentation about Charth, your uncle.
Oh.
So am I sucking my own dick right now?
No,
Might as well roll.
not 20. Just whining in the back, doodling.
All right. So, yeah. What are we doing?
And the Newport.
Heading to Newport?
Yeah.
You guys swinging by home on your way out?
Yeah, I mean, we
I
got.
love a nap.
Yeah,
We're on
yeah,
the
we should
road.
swing by home, offload some gear, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. And somewhere on your way back, you run back into Chet. Chak?
Chak.
Is he dead?
Not your brother, Chet, but Chak. He's not dead. He just stopped to tie his shoe and got a little lost, and then he found his way back to the road and waited there, to see if you guys would show up. And you did. And you kind of get the feeling that maybe after that shadow attack, he kind of just like
He's done.
It was good.
took to the back row, knowing that you guys were off to fight some more things. It's not his cup of tea. He talks a big talk, but doesn't really show up when he needs to.
I have a question about Donatello and Co. Do I have to retrieve them every time, or how's
You
that
don't
work?
know.
Okay.
There always seems to be a ball of
Oh, when
fur
you
when
reach
you
for it.
reach in there.
That
so-
works for me.
Perfect.
Not gonna question it.
Yeah. Oh, and let me take a second to see if I can find our loot book, because we should go over those things. And I'm sure Beldar feels like he needs to find a magic weapon.
Beldar would love to go visit a blacksmith. Or silversmith.
We're done with werewolves. I've good on those guys for a long time.
Yeah, we should just have another party.
Yeah.
Or just head to Newport.
We gotta go 3 helix to get to Newport.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's at my house.
It probably is. I felt like I had handed it out.
Yeah.
Something.
It's red.
Yeah.
I feel like I looked at that earlier.
Okay, cool.
But there's only not much in it.
There's not much in it, and it wouldn't hurt to maybe stop by Mazza and see if he has anything laying around. That would be
Stop by
good
Mazda's
against
before we
those.
head to Newport. Newport?
It's on the way. Just a pit stop.
Should we take a nap?
Yeah, we should. Well, you and I got full health.
I don't have any spell slots
Oh,
or
yeah.
anything.
I mean, it would line up nicely to spend the night in Helix and head out the next morning.
It's my
and-
bed.
yeah. So you guys make it back to Helix. It seems like everything's hunky-dory and normal in Helix. It's just putting along, business as usual. No news is good news, I suppose. You check in at the farm. Things are going well there for the most part. A couple of the new recruits have like left, but that's to be expected because they just didn't like the lifestyle of working the fields as opposed to drinking beer and guarding some slavers. So be it.
Sid runs in for a quick soak.
In at home or
Yeah, we stopped by home, right?
yeah. Okay. Oh, in the hot tub. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, you can soak all you want there. At some point, you
As a horse.
as a horse.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like it shapeshift while in it, and
Yeah.
it overflows and hits the floor all wet
Cannonball!
from above the top. Tight. At some point, you go and visit Mazza, and he's in his rickety wizard tower. And you go and knock on his door, and he's God, I'd remember Mazza's voice again. Visitors!
That's it.
Yeah.
Welcome, friends! Come in!
Hey, Mazza.
I hope you had a magnificent day!
We've had better.
Look a little long in the gills there, Cecil.
We need to take a nap, and no one's gonna let me.
Okay. So what brings you to old Maz's domicile?
We're here for your dope items.
Oh, the dopest!
Yeah,
I
we need the
assure
dopest
you.
shit.
Yes.
We're planning on going to Newport, and yeah, we need to get some swag.
Do you have anything that hurts shapeshifters or werewolves? We seem to keep running into creatures that require some form of magic to fight with.
Yes.
If you couldn't
Yes.
tell, this guy's not magic.
Of course, I do have some quite expensive magic weapons.
Oh, cool.
I'll trade you this scrapbook.
It's all about me.
Scrapbook, you said. And
1,000 gold.
The whole corner of his tower is devoted to scrapbooking and macrame.
He's a crafter, right?
Yes, he definitely is a man of the craft.
We
Whatever
go into
that
his
might be.
tower and it's all Pinterested out.
Yeah.
It's arts and crafts corner.
Yeah. This is my coffee nook.
It's very minimalist. Boho.
Definitely got that Norwegian vibe.
Totally.
Yes, a lot
See
of
my new dance pants?
Yeah.
he looks over this
Brother
scrapbook.
D up here.
He isn't so much interested in the personal information and documents about Sid and his uncle, but those first 3 pages of that look like old transcripts of sorts from.
I got the loot book.
He is pretty interested in those. And he says, these are rare writings of the cult of Malar. Good knowledge in these passages. I'd give you, let's say, 30 gold pieces per page.
Whoa, per page?
90 for the 3. Yes.
3 pages.
This one, the rest of the
Scrapbook of your
journal.
life is 3 pages.
No, that's
He doesn't even want that!
He doesn't want any of that.
Got older. Scratched it.
Yawn.
Do you know who I am?
What? How expensive are these items you're after?
Um,
Well, what are the items, first off?
Can we rent
Laza, what do you got back there?
Oh, I have some various magical weapons that would do great against the lycanthropes and other dark evils that lurk in the jungles.
How do you feel about layaway?
Well, if you're looking for something a little more affordable, I do have this silver powder that you can coat any normal weapon with. It's quite affordable.
Yeah, that
Can you make
that
some
could
fucking
work.
poisons out of it?
Probably. I got a poisonous kit.
Sick dog.
Can
Yeah.
I mix it into the decanter?
Silver water.
Oh, that's a good place though.
We could mix it with the ink that we stole and tattoo ourselves.
Where this is going.
Become the weapon.
So the silver powder, he says he'll sell it for a gold piece per dose, and he has a very large supply.
What do you think? Like 1,000 deaths? No.
Maybe 2.
Maybe like 10?
What else you got back there, Vanessa?
Oh,
I'm here for your dope as shit.
We got a little coin, but
I'm pretty sure I'm rich as fuck. I haven't written anything down,
I was
but
to say, I wouldn't agree.
let me call our accountant real quick.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Present.
my
Have I
phone.
called you?
Oh, weird. I have service.
Oh, weird. I have a phone.
Putting on airplane mode. Like, nope,
Yeah.
nope.
So, flood of text sounds from my mom coming. Oh fuck! Back to airplane.
Little dick.
Yeah. Papa.
Ooh, I'm looking for my magic item list, but it's pretty lost in my documents down here.
Well,
Want something?
how about this? We're sitting on about 1,100 gold, roughly.
That's some zeros.
Is anything in that realm? If
Yeah, you
not,
missed
let's
it.
not even bother with
What's
it.
the zero?
Yeah, it should be
11,000.
11,000.
He would definitely have some things in that range.
Well, Beldar. Unfortunately, this is my money, so you're gonna have to pay me back with interest.
I shoot him out of the tower with the water.
But grab his point purse on the way out.
I'm liking this approach because Leo can't steal it from us.
There you go.
Just erases a zero each time. And you guys only have 11 gold.
You can see it where Leo's erasing from this side, but I'm adding to this side. So it's just exactly the same, just moving left.
I need some rolls.
Give it to me.
Probably D100 rolls.
All 3 of those?
Sure, we'll do. Each one can do a D100 roll.
15.
Okay, roll it again.
14.
14. Roll it one more time.
38.
Okay. Roll me a D6.
5.
Okay. You're gonna roll me D100s a couple of times here. Yeah, roll me a D100 5 times.
24. 73.
Okay.
61. 90. 98.
Okay. So what he has is and someone may want to write this down because we're going to keep adding up items and then talking about which ones we want to buy. From your rolls, he has 3 potions of healing, a potion of greater healing, a potion of climbing, and then two scrolls of healing as well, cure wounds. Okay, Beldar, give me a D100.
18.
All right, roll it again.
6.
Roll it again.
52.
52. Okay, roll me a D6.
6.
All right, roll me a D100 6 times.
90.
Okay.
79.
All right.
85. 65. 14.
Okay.
Is that 6?
I think so. There's a potion of healing, a potion of climbing, 3 potions of, 3 more spells of healing, and roll me one more time. I think
64.
64, and then another potion of healing. Sorry, potion of climbing, whatever. Buster, roll me a D100.
67.
All right, here we go. Roll me how many times? A D4.
3.
All right, roll me a D100.
4.
A potion of greater healing. Roll me a D100.
69.
69.
Yes! Wait!
It's a jar of ointment of some kind that I don't know what it does.
Jar comes.
Keotum's ointment.
Good sounds.
It sounds really gross. Let's see what that
Also,
does.
it's cream.
And roll one more time as well.
100.
Yeah,
98.
that's gonna be really good, whatever it is. But let me see what the Keotum's ointment is.
Fucking doggy style.
Okay, so in this jar,
Love it.
there's a thick mixture that smells faintly of aloe.
I hate that word. I can't ever spell it.
Okay, so when you apply this ointment or it's swallowed, that creature receives the creature that receives it regains 2d8 plus 2 hit points, ceases to be poisoned, and is cured of any disease.
2d8 plus 2?
2d8 plus 2 hit points, and you're cured of poison and cured of any disease. And we can roll for how many bits are in there. And you said a 98.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very exquisite saddle as well that he has for sale.
For Donatello. Saddle.
Will it fit on a broom?
Possibly. Let me see what the saddle actually does. Saddle of the Cavalier. While this saddle is on a mount, you can't be dismounted against your will if you're conscious, and attack rolls against the mount have disadvantage.
Well, you two could be brutal.
I should have gone with the dwarf that rides.
still got a chance.
I do not want to be the dwarf that rides.
If you set it up, I'd ride a goat.
Of course you would.
I'd be your ride or die.
Oh, yeah.
Bad boys for life.
For sure. And
Dude,
then...
boys would be terrifying if they rode gorillas. Just like swinging through the caves of the mountain.
Holy shit, dude.
Right?
I think bad
Big
gorilla
fucking
would be pretty
albino
sweet.
gorillas. Those are Yetis.
Yeah,
They rode
probably.
Yetis.
That's pretty much Yetis. Yeah.
Sounds so sick.
So he also has a magical battle axe.
You just happen to have a magical battle axe.
I happen to have this magical battle axe. It's a +1, mind you.
Just cast it. take it for a test drive and then not come back.
I thought the wizards and towers, man.
It's like Jenga.
That have good design sense.
Okay. And he says the magical battle axe will be 500 gold pieces, and these other items are also for sale. These potions are 25 gold pieces. The greater healing potions, 50 gold pieces. The scrolls are equivalent to that as well.
What's the aloe?
The aloe is worth 200 gold pieces.
In the ointment of Guillotine?
That is the aloe.
Oh, I thought that was two different things.
No,
There's
it
ointment
just
and-
smells like
Oh, God.
the ointment does.
What's that?
Potion of climbing is also 25 gold pieces if you want those.
Do you have any like magical nail polish?
Uh,
That'll turn my claws into magical
We could
weapons.
just paint your fingernails
And the
with
silver.
silver powder.
yeah.
And
The
that
silver-
way,
yeah.
when your claws grow out, they'll be silver encrusted.
That's sick as fuck. I love it.
Yeah. And you can add water to the silver powder to make it more pasty and stick to things for a while. And, like add it to arrows or whatever.
So your teeth.
We should get a lot of that silver powder.
Yeah, it's a gold piece per use of it.
It's like a one-time
Well,
use.
what do you guys want?
Does it last through the whole combat or just one attack?
If you hit with that attack, it's used up. But it'll stay on your weapon until it's used, essentially. So you can like apply it and then like days later use it. But then once it's like kind of stabbed into someone, it's used up.
I want some silver powder, guys. I want to paint my nails.
Do you want the axe? We can afford it.
If we can afford it, it'd be sweet.
Yeah,
We
you
could-
obviously should get the ox.
But maybe we should also get potion of climbing.
You gotta
since we're
pay us
going
back,
to-
though.
Yeah, well, obviously.
We have interest. We have interest. It's a gold a day. 10 gold a day.
Well, good thing you gave me that raise up to 100 gold a day.
Oh shit, dude.
I really
No.
would
I remember we said if you join the group, you gotta contribute to the pot, not us keep paying it.
Oh yeah, you're a partner.
Oh, that's right.
You're full-fledged owing us.
Yeah, what's that thing?
That's
that,
Partners
That's
work.
exactly how partnerships work.
You're like,
what's that thing where lawyers have to like pay into the pot to become partners?
Yeah, partners
Once he paid into the pot,
is blood.
Yeah, we're blood related.
Remember, you didn't take a hit point of damage.
that's because you killed his brain.
Save this conversation for Patreon.
Again, press super
Thanks,
T
Alice.
for centaurs.
Yeah.
Well then, let's get the axe. Let's get. Well, yeah,
Should we get some of those potions of climbing since Newport being a city has that sweet bar?
Yeah, you guys might need it. I don't.
he's got the log
It's got the spider.
and the log.
Yeah. We could just
And
ride
the
the
log.
log. Maybe we don't buy the climbing. He
The
gets
log defeats
I'm
a
gonna
lot
get.
of
I'm gonna get
things.
some climbing stuff. How much were they?
The climbing potions, 25 gold pieces.
How like observant is Mazza looking?
I'm reflecting the.
Yeah, you guys
the
talking to
axe.
him or is it me?
Well, I handed him the book and was chatting him up.
This is how the group
Yeah,
dies.
stealing from the wizard.
Give me an insight check to see if you can tell how
Just
it's
like a trap.
Yeah, exactly.
They're alive.
That's a 2.
Mazza doesn't.
It's hard to tell because he's got one eye that's always bigger and constantly wandering around the room. So it's almost as if he's looking in all directions at once.
What's I'm gonna. How much was the climbing potions?
25 gold pieces.
25. I'm gonna get 2 of those. I'm gonna get the axe for myself.
Again, Beldar is a
I'm just gonna carry it around.
Oh, we're gonna get the axe for Belta.
Just break it.
Oh, weird.
If he break it, then he doesn't ever need
Do we
the
get a
dagger again
refund? Yeah, we get the axe for Beldar.
with the insurance policy.
Yeah. Does Meza, how do you feel about gems? We got some gems. You take gems just as much as silver or gold?
Gems, you say?
Yeah, buddy!
The wizard's favorite currency.
Me too, me too.
Let's see what you
Did I
have.
ever tell you about Wizards College?
I know all about Wizard College.
I don't. I got about 500 worth.
500 gems worth. Well, I'll happily take them.
I take my pouch of gems out and I kind of swirl it with my finger.
He looks over them and he concurs that they're worth about 500 gold pieces. He'll happily take them off you. They're much lighter than coin.
I want to give them coin before gems, though, because they are much lighter than coin.
Especially this like 100-pound bag of coin that you've been dragging.
So we got 600 gold that we can use. So we can buy the 500. We can buy the axe for 500. I want to get 2 climbing potions for 50. So we're down to. We're down to
1,100.
well, 500 is 180 minus 50, so we're down to 130 gold. Is there anything you guys wanted?
I feel like I'm good.
Do we need heals?
Something that I keep forgetting to do is I have pumpkin berries.
Yeah. Oh, we
I
need
need
to
to start using them.
What if we get like 20 of the silver powder?
Yeah, that sounds good.
We get 20 silver. Make it 31, so we're even 100 gold.
Perfect.
Does that work?
That makes sense. Is it worth getting any of the like potions of cure wounds? Because Josh can absolutely heal, but it might not be a bad thing.
We could get the aloe.
We should get that one.
So we'll spend the last 100 gold and 100 gold worth of gems, taking us to 400 worth of gems. We still got 10 platinum, which I think we should save because it's lighter, and so are the gems. I think we should also stop by and see our accountant and offload the rest of our money so we can pay some bills.
So we're just like flush.
Yeah, we're just
like-
fucking. We're done.
We're
We're going back out in the world. We're back at 0. We're going back out in the world. We've re-kitted. We're gonna get some more loot and bring it home and pay off the debt.
Yeah. We get Newport, we can get into like the drug trade or
Yeah,
something.
we're gonna fall into something. I gotta feel. Or climb in. However you want. So we'll give what the fuck's his name? Clive.
The accountant dude.
Yeah.
Does start with like an F.
Fenric.
Not fast, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna give Fenric. Let's give Fenric the 10 platinum, all the silver. How much is platinum? Is 1 platinum?
10 gold.
10 gold. So we're giving Fenric 100 gold. We're giving him 400 worth of gems and 190 silver. We've given Mazza 500 gold for the axe, 50 gold for the 2 climbing potions, and then another 200 for the aloe. And now we're at 0 money.
Did you guys get silver?
I gave all the silver, 190 silver to
the silver powder. Did you
Yeah.
have that?
Oh, we got 30 doses of silver.
Cool.
That takes us to 0.
Okay. All right.
So, Josh, you want to take the silver powder?
The silver powder? Oh yeah, sure.
Take the 30 doses. You got the axe.
I mean, why
I'm
don't we
taking
just-
the potion.
Why don't we just
And you
split the
did the
30?
But I mean to carry it as well,
Oh.
and to write down.
Yeah. If it's
I want
not
you to
on a
write
sheet-
something down, Josh.
No.
Okay. Can we super fun with running barrels again?
We should get out of here.
How do you spell aloe?
A-L-O-E.
I thought it was an H.
Aloha.
yeah, I kind of right like that. What's funny?
I was kind of always imagining that Mazza enjoys visiting tropical islands.
2d8 plus.
I could see him on like the beach, wizard hat, under an umbrella, Mai Tai.
Yeah, he's got the Hawaiian print shirt.
It's wizard robes with Hawaiian print.
He just looks like a
He's real
tropical Santa, right?
He's real thirsty.
2d8
It's a horny wizard.
plus
They all are, right?
2
They kind of have to be.
Yeah.
You don't get to have this pointy without getting a little peckish around the
Realize
edges.
that's just so fucking funny. to me, thinking
Mine is the robe sticking up weirdly.
about a horny wizard. like the
I want to also
yes,
ask
so, like,
Mazza
the wizard,
if he
you know,
has
he's
any
supposed to yell at the
insight
student.
into making some poison with my poisonous kit. You know anything about this thing? I picked it up on the way, and I'm kind of curious, but I haven't really done anything successful with it. Can you point me in the right direction there, bud?
A poisoner's kit, you say?
Yo, that's what this is.
Well, any good poisoner's kit
Disguise kit.
needs some spider venom and bat toxins.
How much is that gonna run?
Well, between friends, let me give you a few sample pieces.
Yes, I'm all simple.
And he like busts out these like little blister packs full of like each one is like eye of newt and like leg of squirrel,
Leg of squirrel.
things like that. And they're like one use things, but it will give you advantage on your next poisoner's kit use. with all these sample bits. So you'll.
You got anything dope for a herbalism kit?
Of course. Yeah, he like gives you a
How
sample.
about any fake moustaches?
Sample nug.
Sample nug. It's not in a blister pack.
Sample nug.
It's
Write
got
that
like
down.
a cork stopper, and it's just in a vial.
Yeah, next time you turn into a horse, Josh, I gotta clip a little of that mane off the moustache kit.
For your disguise.
Yeah, the disguise kit.
So here's a question: with the brewer's kit, could I conceivably concoct like a really high alcohol, put it in a bottle, put a rag in it,
And make a
and just have a
Molotov.
Molotov cocktail?
Yeah. Go. Okay. Let's see.
Okay,
got
let's take that
vodka
one step
water.
further. Could we find a bottle that would fit snugly into the opening of the decanter so you could blast it like an RPG?
Oh.
And can we fill it with the silver powder too?
Yeah. So wait. So yeah, if we could, does anything put over the mouth of the decanter of endless water get shot out? As long as it's under 200
I'm thinking like a
pounds.
potato cannon,
Yeah,
right?
no, I think that's a cool use of the thing, and yeah, I would allow it. You might have to get some of these like some jars that are
custom
shaped
made
like
jars.
Go to
Fuck
your like
yeah.
your
Can we
pond
connect
room.
it to the broom? And turn the broom into a
You
battleship?
like mount it on there, like a bracket, mount it onto the broom. Yeah, I mean, why not?
And then we get a
Are
motor.
we artificers or whatever they're called?
It has to be an
now.
artificer with enough ingenuity.
Yeah, I like
The
that.
RPG of endless water.
Oh my god.
What else
Somehow,
can I shoot?
that magical item seemed like
It's just water.
not the coolest, but it has become the
It's got
coolest.
some like weird versatility to it.
It's powerful. Except for underwater. Well, maybe you go
That's like a
faster.
jet,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like in
We
a
should've
James
used that.
Bond thing.
Yeah. We should have used that.
So we're at 0 money.
I have 28 gold.
Oh, I got a gold worth 20.
Did you sell those manuscripts that he was going to give you 90 gold for?
Yeah, we might as well.
Is that,
Do we not need those? We should put
I'm
them
sure
in the,
any of the information.
we should
you
put-
get it
probably
from
would
him.
be interested in that other long, big scroll that you stole off those
Yeah,
guys,
but I
too.
feel like we should put that in the library of manor. That's
could-
pretty cool shit.
You could also take
Let's keep
Fucking
it.
hoarder.
take
We
photos.
got all matter.
Wait, take photos of it with your crystal, and then we put it in the manor, and then that
We'd
way.
sell my photos.
Can we sell photocopies?
A gold of photos.
Yeah, it's like greatly depreciate. Yeah, about a gold a photo is he'd be okay with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those photos are
paparazzi.
hella blurry. They're like live photos that don't focus.
There's like one accidental selfie in there too.
I mean, he gets the knowledge, but he doesn't get the item to gloat about.
I
to
want
his
to
buddies,
keep that
so.
shit. That stuff's cool.
Yeah.
Put it in the library.
We should make that statue.
That way when we die, people know what we did.
We give him
Sounds good.
the pages on Josh's life. Oh, Cecil, sorry. He can have those.
I keep those.
Wait,
I frame those.
all 3 pages.
Yeah.
You
Liza,
haven't
it's
quite
always a
looked
pleasure.
through them yet, but are you going to look through your?
I think
The
I'm just
files
I'm
on
looking
here?
through my file while they're shopping.
So like looking through these files, they have stuff documented that you like long forgotten about, like some like weird things that happened during in boot camp. That there's like a pretty detailed report on there,
They
like a
heard about
parking ticket that you got like fucking 40 years ago is on there, and like
Wait, what was I parking?
yeah,
The
you.
hydrant with your wagon.
Yeah, exactly. You parked
You were
fire
parking.
zone.
You were
It's in a
parking.
tow zone.
You parked Finn.
Yeah. Yeah, having an animal without a proper license and things like that. There's like just a bunch of weird shit that you're like, wow, like how the fuck did they even have this? And there's also a lot of like documentation about your uncle, and particularly your uncle from way, way back when. You're like, what, 100 years old? From about 100 years ago, around the time that you were born. There's a lot of like documentation of where your uncle was and like his interaction with your parents.
My uncle's interaction with my parents. This is my uncle Charth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Your father's brother.
Okay. Do I glean any information that I don't already fucking know from this, or is it just like I'm a fucking
Give me,
crazy stalker?
as you're pondering over this thing, your cursory thumb through, give me an investigation check.
It's kind of all going in my head as well, just so you guys know.
Yeah, we can tell.
What check is it?
An investigation.
So 18.
18's pretty fucking good. There's like a lot
Call
of
me
weird.
Sherlock.
What's that? Yeah, call you Sherlock.
Sorry.
There's a lot of like information about like the incident that happened with you and your brother that caused his death, and reading deeply into it, there's all these like little notes on the side. You see like a hand-drawn picture of you transforming and sucking your own dick in a weird way. So, like, right underneath that, there's like a much older-looking.
Fuck you for making that lore.
It's like other notes.
I didn't do it.
And
I'm just experimenting with my shapeshifting abilities. And I'm like, oh my god, I can suck my own dick.
and some like highlighted passages that sort of lead a reader to believe and hints at the fact that there's a good chance that your Uncle Charth is your real dad.
Gross.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, like there's this it talks about your real father like being on a business trip around the time that you should have been conceived, and there's like, you know,
So this is incestuous?
your father's brother.
Oh, okay.
not your mother's brother.
Fucking asshole.
But it sounds kind of like your mom may have stepped behind your father's back with his brother, your uncle. And there's like an old picture of Chart, and it looks exactly like you.
So my brother that I killed wasn't actually my brother. It was my half brother.
Your half brother.
Okay.
If that's true.
Okay. Mom's a hole.
So all your PTSD from that's gone.
Mommy.
Finally feel relieved. He's only my half brother.
Oh, fuck it.
I feel half as bad.
It was the bad half.
Interesting. Okay.
Couldn't suck this.
Shut the fuck up.
You gotta write that
But
into his
it also
style.
doesn't like
His
outright say for sure in any way. There's just like a lot of like you could tell someone's been drawing the lines between these documents to sort of allude to the fact that you are the offspring of Charth.
Some like true crime investigator has been like investigating my life all
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah.
Wow. There's some podcast out there about the Albies.
Yeah.
Here's the facts.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well.
Cool.
That night, Cecil,
Sorry, this is a toss.
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
Just remember what he did.
13.
Okay.
Were we sleeping? Do I get hit points?
Yeah. So a full rest.
Full rack.
You feel your hit points regaining, and you feel your abilities and your spell slots filling.
I would like to, while we're like in town, kind of getting geared up, getting ready, I got this old brass key. I want to kind of just be filing away up, fucking with. I'm trying to make like a bump key basically, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just mindlessly fidgeting constantly. And for some reason, my crystal is. This is my new fixation.
Keys and
Yeah,
your
like,
little
oh,
tools you made out of
it's
You
like-
got your ruler, right?
Yeah, I got the ruler. Like I'm just like fiddling with junk now. But this old brass key is in my inventory. So I might as well do
Sid
something.
loaded up his sample mug.
That night, I want you guys to roll me a d6, all of you. And Sid, your d6 is at advantage. When did you smoke your sample nug? Before or after going to bed? In the
Before
morning.
and after going
in
to
the,
bed?
Yeah. that night or in the morning
I think
upon waking
both.
up? Okay.
Okay, when
you
I
roll an
smoke
advantage.
before,
Yeah.
yeah.
You like
I always
finish
wake
the
and bake.
bowl in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Perfect.
I go for those crisp morning
So it's
walks.
half advantage.
I'm stoned. 2.
2. Okay. 5.
3.
3. Okay. The night passes fine. The next morning, you're fiddling with your key. You just get back from your crisp morning wake and bake walk.
I guess it's never crisp because we're in the fucking jungle.
It's pretty
Crisp for the jungle.
In the early morning
There's a snap
hours,
humidity.
it's like that
There is some
moment
chill.
where it's still a little cool. Yeah, it hasn't like warmed up. I mean, you're still in shorts and whatever, you
Yeah.
know. But
And
it's
flip flops.
a little dewy
Sounds
and
so good.
nice. Now, Beldar, what's your morning ritual?
Just start drinking.
Pour a big one.
Just reaching for the nightstand blindly for the mug.
So
There's a couple addicts on my hands.
But as a brewmaster, I can choose to have the effects of alcohol now.
Whoa. Whoa.
decide if you're getting
Beldar's.
drunk from it.
That's insane.
Beldar's not sure.
Do you usually decide to get drunk?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Beldar's a dwarf. That's what they do.
So you can either drink a non-alcoholic beer or drink regular beer.
I don't know. Sharpen the axe in the privacy of my room.
And
New axe.
I feel like we all kind of.
oh, we need to find the axe's name, because any great magic item worth its weight in metal that it's made from has a cool name.
Damn.
So you can either like come up with that, or we can come up with that together, or something.
I think we should come up with it together.
Mosquito bite.
Dickler.
The Dickler?
That's my dagger.
Something like, fucking Shin Splitter or
The Pale Ale.
the Pale Ale. Impale Ale?
The Impale Ale?
Impale Ale.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's
Impale Ale.
That's
That's
good.
really good for a brewmaster.
Dude!
It's in Pim.
When you say the name of your weapon aloud, it glows with bright light and casts light like a torch. And you can turn that off again by saying the name of your weapon again.
just like a clap on.
Yeah, like it's like a super rudimentary like magic enchantment that most magic weapons have, this one included. It's just for those moments where you're like, Impale! As you like pull your cool weapon out, or like Skull Crusher, or whatever it is, Whip Snapper,
Teacup!
yeah, and it glows in a cool way. For reasons.
Glow in the dark sword.
Yeah. Also, so you can have light in it without needing a torch or.
And you'll never be scared.
No, that's my nightlight. It shines in the corner.
All right. And it's the next morning. Cecil, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Another one?
Yes.
Oh, we just did that.
Yeah, the night before you did.
Oh. I don't know. It's a 6 or a 9. You tell me.
9.
9.
Okay.
Do you have some sort of disease?
I got poked by the bird lady.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
We could make you.
Now who's the all beast?
You're gonna turn into what's his name?
I'm allergic.
Wally? No. The grandfather.
Otto.
Oh, and speaking of Otto and Wally, in the morning hours, Wally gets up to go through his morning routine of like he slices the fruit and puts it out for the morning breakfast table, pours up a big pot of coffee, and starts his morning chores of sweeping the foyer.
I smoked him out that morning, too.
Oh, so he's like barely gotten past the coffee at this point.
Yeah.
But on his back, perched like some sort of disgusting gremlin, is Otto, like claws on his shoulders, and he's like seeming to like refuse to leave the perch of Wally's back. But also Wally doesn't seem to mind. He's a big, strong boy, and
The way you say that is so creepy.
going about his daily chores with Otto clinging to his back like a little Yoda.
So, yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bit like got a little Yoda on his back.
Blaster.
Oh, that'd be that combo.
Also very much Master Blaster, and all the while he's like whispering things in Wally's ear, like, "To be a real man, you need to make sure that you soak your oats overnight. Put hair on your chest.
There's brown sugar in the coffee. Do I feel like I'm ill?
No, you don't. You feel fine.
Okay.
Thank
Well,
God.
proceed as normal.
Thank God.
It's now a pot of Irish coffee.
I'm wasted.
Cecil has like a fucking thimble full.
I
and he's
smell
just
it.
like,
Ugh.
woo!
Hey, boys.
Immediately starts party planning again.
I say we have a little breakfast and then hit the road for old Newport.
All right. Are you guys heading out on foot by Uroks, getting horses? What's your plan?
I feel like we
for
should
travel?
take the wagon just in
got that
case. The cart?
Yeah.
Just in case we find some shit we want to drag home because we never really got that part for this refinery.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah, we're
thrifting,
missing
right?
Yeah, we're going thrifting for sure, dude. Let's take the cart.
Perfect.
That way I can catch a ride and just fiddle with my shit some more.
Are you taking any NPCs, any orcs, or anyone to drive the cart?
We hitch the cart to Jack.
You'll fucking drag it.
You'll pay your way.
Let's ask Fenric if there's anything in Newport he needs us to collect to bring home.
Well, our spice cabinet's getting a little low,
Spices, we need spices.
and I can procure a list for you of things that we could replenish.
Just send it to me on the crystal.
Yes, of course, the crystal. I'll make sure to send it to you right away.
Not enough minutes?
Beyond that, I mean, if you don't mind picking me up a bottle of pomegranate wine or two, I could certainly
What
go.
about a hand job?
Well, you can find a way to bring that with
Yeah,
you.
we can bottle one.
We just find a scroll of hand job.
By all means, I mean, how
I look
turn
at
it
Sid.
down?
I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's like transforms into a flashlight or something.
I was thinking the paper stays there and the hand just comes out.
Yeah, but it's just like this. It
Fancy
doesn't
hand.
grip. It's just like,
So you have to hold the scroll in front of you.
Just slaps.
oh god.
Holy shit.
And you're gonna have to make all of these things when we get to
Can't wait to RP this.
My notes are ever growing on how disgusting Newport is.
blame this monster trucks we figured out.
The monster trucks thing. So,
We're one.
how many by road?
We're one. There's no road that goes to Newport.
The orange one.
Oh, Newport's there. I thought that's where my cousin or my brother.
there's.
So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is Newport is in the 5th.
So we'll take 2 days this journey.
Well, let's set out.
Okay, excellent. So I need some D6 rolls.
2.
5.
6.
Okay, and then I need some more. Just everyone one more.
4.
1.
4.
Okay. So as you are making your way to Newport, along the way of the road, you come across this is on the second day. The first night passes fine. This is like nearing the end of the second day. Newport should only be another couple hours down the road at best. And you come across this wagon that looks like the axle or the wheel. Something is wrong. They're like outside of the wagon, like kind of blocked it up on one end, and it looks like they're trying to do some work on this wagon.
It's a trap.
I would like to get off the wagon and just kind of let it keep going. And try and just slip off
Fade
to the
into the
side.
bushes.
Just imagining this open plains. Cecil just hiding behind like short grass. We should have had Jack drive the wagon.
Oh, I forgot that I wanted to bring an orc, but I guess it's too late.
We can bring an orc.
That was my
Not too
good
late.
idea, too.
Which orc are you bringing? Rurig is the guy who is normally the
bringing
wagon
him.
driver. Yeah, the one-footed older
We'll
orc.
bring Rourke.
And he's also the muffin baker, right?
Something like that.
Sounds good.
It's important muffins.
He brings a big basket of muffins along.
The one
with him.
wagon is full of muffins.
He's been busy.
We're selling muffins in Newport for pomegranate wine.
So you hop off the cart
and
and
try
like
and just
give me a
kinda-
stealth check as you're fairly close to these guys.
I got a 10, 8.
Okay, which is a pretty bad roll for you.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I'm nice as fuck. I'm gonna go try and help him.
Yeah, I would probably. I'm assuming I'm sitting next to Rorig on the wagon.
I just want to keep my wagon in between them and me.
Oh, so you jumped off at the other side.
Yeah. I
Okay,
don't.
of the road.
Yeah.
Sid and I will hail them and be like, "Oh, friends, what ails you?"
Oh, we've just run into some wagon issues. Our wheel has cracked and snapped in all the wrong places, and we're just a quick respinning, and we're off and going. If you don't mind giving us a hand lifting this up for the final block.
Can we see this wagon?
Yeah, it's like, well, they're like kind of around the wheel, but you see most
many
of the
are
wagon. There's 4 dudes there.
That's not a trap.
Watch my back.
I'm watching you guys' back. Give me a hand.
Okay.
I'll go lift the wagon.
Okay,
Can I ready an action?
sure. What's your action?
I'm gonna cast. If they attack Beldar, I am gonna cast Entangle on those 4 dudes.
Okay. It would probably entrap Veldar as well, but
What?
Yeah.
it's a radius thing, and I'm
It's 20-foot radius, right? So could I direct where the radius is?
within reason. If Beldar is clearly
he's on
on
the
one
wagon,
side,
he's right.
but like
Can I float on the log? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that's fine. You could entangle me. I'm into it.
Checks out.
okay. So Beldar, you get up there and you like lift up the wagon,
Just flip it.
and yeah, give me a strength check to see how hard and well you lift it.
23. No, 22.
Okay, excellent. You like lift it up, and you see that this guy like picks up this big hammer and he swings it back, and he slams it into the wheel, and it fucking jumps onto the axle a little bit better, and then he hits it again, and it pops on there even more, and he drives a key into it to keep it in place. And he says, "Thank you so much for your help, young dwarf. Let me give you a little something in return, yes? We're just coming from Newport on our way out towards Helix, and we've got all we've got all the best hand jobs and pomegranate wine that Newport has to offer.
Come around the back, young dwarf.
We'll make a
Collect
man
your
of you
reward.
yet.
You wait till you're there and you turn into the octopus. You're gonna make us so much money.
Perhaps I can remunerate you with a bottle of wine?
Sure, I would love me some spirits.
Oh, excellent. And there's two of you, so here's 2 bottles. And he hands you 2 bottles of pomegranate wine.
There's 3 of us, actually.
Oh, 3? And he looks, the orc driving sorry, yes, I do forget to count them as people sometimes. And he hands you a 3rd bottle.
Actually, there's 4.
Okay, now you're just reaching.
Fair enough.
I'm just humming away.
And the guys they sort of jerk their wagon around, and they get it off the blocks, and they get it back up onto the road. And they say, "Thank you again so much for your help."
We high five.
Have you run into anything on the road that...
Who said that? looking towards the bushes. Oh God, you spooked us.
I told you there was a 4th.
You can never be too sure, you know.
Oh, we saw a flock of cockatrices a while ago, but
Fuck them.
we were on past without much issue.
Good. Sounds good.
Excellent.
Hold on. Back on the wagon.
Well, toodaloo!
Yeah. Is that your yeet?
It's my leaping sound.
Oh.
It's getting dark. It would be a trek through the darkness to get to Newport at this point. Do you guys make your camp one more night? Or travel through the darkness?
Would it be a trick if I turned into a horse and helped pull?
It wouldn't help much. You guys already have an Urox pulling, and you're kind of like tethered to the speed of the Urox, which is strong yet slow.
Let's make... And we're how far away? A couple hours?
It would probably be about like 4 hours, but the sun's like almost down.
What if we make camp and then get up early and hit Newport with the rising dawn?
I'm into that. I just don't want to get attacked by a flock of trees.
Well, we can always run.
So you guys, there's a nice spot on the side of the road to pull over, and there's already like a big fire pit there. Clearly, this has been like
A trucker's rest stop.
yeah, it's like the whole road's always dotted with these things, and occasionally there's like a little homestead here and there of people trying to make it out there in the wild. And it seems like a perfectly good, safe place to camp, and you get a fire going, crack some jokes.
Yeah, I pull out a bowl and I put my crystal in it, and I play a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, it sounds
Subject
really
everyone
teeny,
to
but
my
it's,
own music.
Careless whisper.
All right. Anything else you guys do that evening?
I'm just fucking around with, trying to make a mustache out of some of the tall grass. Just playing around with stuff.
I will use that Burr's kit and prep some Molotov cocktails.
Okay.
I would like to try, not the mustache, I want to try to make some poison.
Okay. So, pick an ability that you want to be using with that. Usually something like a craft is like an intelligence, but it could be a wisdom, or something that makes sense.
What about investigation? Because I'm like trying to learn about these things.
So investigation's intelligence based, right? So it's going to be your proficiency bonus plus whatever ability you choose, plus the d20.
Okay. That's a 23.
All right, and you have advantage with your booster packs. So.
That's 16.
Okay, so but with your 23, you're able to make some cool poison.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there's a list of poisons in here somewhere.
Poison.
It's the brewer's kit. What are...
Rail was crapping on the fire. It's pretty cute. To herbalize it.
I do a little crochet as well.
I'm smoking my pipe and herbalize.
The bond is getting stronger.
Herbalize it. No, great this side.
Okay,
I tell a joke. Two cannibals ran into each other on the road. What the one say to the other?
What?
I just passed your brother.
You talked to Bart lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So roll me a d12, Buster.
9.
You make something called pale tincture.
Pale tincture?
It must be ingested. A creature subjected to this poison must make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 poison damage and become poisoned. The poisoned creature must repeat the saving throw every 24 hours, taking 1d6 poison damage on a failed save.
DC 16. Sorry, what was it? 1d6?
Yeah, 1d6 damage. Until this poison ends, the damage the poison deals can't be healed by any means. After 7 successful saving throws, the effects end and the creature can be healed.
It's a DC 16.
So each day they get weaker and weaker, and it lasts a week or much longer, depending on
I
how
don't
well
think
they
really
save.
into that.
This is gonna fucking be awesome.
It's a slow, painful death.
Yeah.
And then could always come back towards the end and have a much weaker.
Slow burn.
And are you using your brewer's kit?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay. So what's intelligence or wisdom, maybe?
Let's go with wisdom.
Okay.
So I don't have a negative.
There you go. Go ahead and roll a d20 plus your proficiency bonus, plus your wisdom modifier.
That was a 5-7.
A 5. Okay, so you make some like really, like not very tasty toilet gin sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's like just like some crushed up fruit that you just like stuffed to the bottom of your brewer's kit last week, and just like while you're trying to make something, you found it, and you're like, oh, here it is.
I dribble a little in the fire and see if it lights on fire.
It kind of sputters. It's like it's not quite high enough.
I'm just
spirit
gonna start
level.
drinking.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. It tastes like rotten fruit, but you can definitely tell that there's some alcohol content, a little fuzziness to it. You know,
It's like some secret
yeah, it's like a really
prison wine.
yeah, exactly prison wine. All right.
Can I herbalize? I mean, I have a herbalism
Yes,
kit.
yes, absolutely.
And I definitely herbalized when we were at the fire.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
passed it to you guys too. I don't know if you guys.
I don't partake.
Go ahead and like roll me herbalism kit roll, which again would be whatever ability you think's most appropriate, plus your proficiency bonus.
That's an 8.
Okay, it's like you sort of like smash a dandelion into a thistle for a while and like crumble it up and like smell it. And it smells like bitter plant matter. And you like taste it, and it's hard to tell if there's any real like healing properties to it.
It's like making potions as kids. It's like mixing
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just like a big muddy pile with leaves sticking out of it. And you're like, oh, it's yeah.
You and I both look immensely proud of what we made.
I've squirreled away whenever I made so
It's
quickly.
like glowing vial of liquid.
Disappears. Into
I'm just like playing in the
looking around all shifty, like I think I stumbled upon something. See, try this.
Okay, so that night I need a Constitution saving throw from Cecil.
Fucking 17.
Alrighty, and that morning I need another Constitution saving throw from Cecil.
Oh, you
15.
Okay, great. And it's the morning time. You guys get yourself all packed up and ready to go. You herbalize one more time in the morning, Ja Rasta, and
Booze in my coffee.
Plugging grass into a wig.
as you guys continue making your way down the road, the grasslands and swampy fields give way to these rolling hills with groves of pomegranates that dot the hillsides. And in the distance you see these fields of pomegranates continue down towards the coast, where you see this swampy coastal town of Newbert. The majority of this town is built up on stilts that extend out over the swampy tide flats. and intermixed amongst these like networks of docks and walkways are these patches of mangrove trees that are sort of structurally incorporated into this maze of boardwalk that makes the town. There's these large pontoon boats that you can see sort of in the shallow waters of the port of the town, and they're shuttling cargo and people to and from the massive trading vessels that sit anchored out in the deeper waters. Just beyond those vessels, you can see that there's this like massive chain that is blocked them in, that goes from one side of this open harbor to the other.
That's sick.
As you make your way closer to town, you can hear the hubbub and the chattering of countless merchants who are peddling exotic spices. They litter the dockside, displaying their wares on porcelain plates, piles of powdered spices and rare accoutrements.
I thought they were going to be chanting our names.
You also see like a group of orcs being ushered onto one of these pontoon boats by a spear point, and they're being shuttled out to one of these boats. In the midst of the town, you see this super tall, cattywampus tower that's very narrow and precarious, jutting out of the town. You know this is the Slippery Hand Tavern.
First up.
Holy stop. Holy stop.
And you also, there's a very sweet smell in the air, the smell of confections that are wafting out from this large stone building that's actually jutting out of the swamp water and has a little dock around it as well. This is the Orcish School of Culinary Delights, and this is Newport. All right, and with that, that's the Ministry of Friendship. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Hope you all had a great
Sorry
time.
about that.
And,
On that cliffhanger.
on that cliffhanger, tune in next week for another shocking tale of sugar and shadow.
Yay!